Leave a like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, y'all. Today we are talking about the second part of Jared from Subway, or should I say the pedophile from Subway. My God. So this one was quite a mess. They talked about this guy who was really his partner in pedophilia, Russell Taylor.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys know he was talking to
he
kids.
Met him through. He offered to write a speech for Jared,
and he offered to let him be the head of his company, where he goes and he talks to these kids and everything. And it seemed as if they're saying that, Jared was the brazen, Russell was the fluky who just went with it.
He gave the money.
Yeah. I think that Russell actually was somebody who had been doing this
for a while.
Yeah. He also was doing this. And he had actually
probably had heard about Jared.
Yeah.
Through friends of his.
Yeah.
And was like, I can really get you what you need.
Yes.
And stuff like that, and cover your tracks, because he's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
And he was married.
Yeah.
And he's only got married to a lady who had
two daughters, 10 and 13.
At the time, right.
Yeah.
And the kids were like Hannah and I don't remember the other girl's name.
It was Hannah and something else. Hannah and Christine.
And
they were apparently, allegedly, they were the victims of Russell Taylor and Jared.
Because he married this woman. She was a strict Christian
Went
mom.
to church every Sunday.
The kid said that she changed from that
carefree, partying, on drugs, liquor everywhere.
Exactly. Smoking weed and all that.
She went from a parent to a friend.
Yes.
Even introduced the kids into liquor, weed, and alcohol, 13, 15. And
all of that. And then start talking about things that she will be doing with Russell. Because that's how they will get you. They're grooming the kids. Grooming you. That's why. So even Russell will talk to them.
Yeah.
About sex as well.
Yeah.
You guys should be having sex by now. And of course the mom is allowing that.
Yeah, and she's also
because you're now on drugs. He knows, how to get you. And in the last one we saw when Jared was saying that he wants to get someone from a broken home.
Yeah.
She was asking what kind of person he wants someone from a broken home. And I feel like Russell, that's what he did. He went to find this woman.
Single mom.
Probably looked at her, saw she was insecure.
Yeah.
Because you don't go from someone who is a strict Christian to now
being footloose and fancy free.
No.
Yeah.
And you have children, you don't go from that to that.
Yeah.
Without some serious low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Where you don't want to lose the man.
Yeah.
Because if you're really strong in your faith like that, ain't no way no man trying to come and tell me about something. You are out the door and in jail.
And they also
But he saw her. I think that he knew that this woman was already broken.
Yeah.
Not because she was a single mom,
but
she was already broken. And that's who he went for.
Yeah.
Because that's where he can do a whole bunch of things, not only with her, but her children.
Took her from rags to riches. Had them in a phenomenal house, had a theater in the home, they were traveling everywhere.
Yes.
But had them doing all this effed up stuff and everything. And it was really just a mess. Should we talk about them first and talk about the show?
Yes, we can talk about them.
But yes, so he actually had his own filming company, this Russell Taylor guy who was working with Jared.
Yeah, and he got that after Jared.
Yeah, he did.
He got that after Jared.
And he was actually making creepy films. It was a Blue House something.
Yeah.
He was making creepy films of the daughter.
Blue Outhouse, yes.
He was making films of the daughter, like from different angles of her playing softball, like from the back, from the front, from her bending over, and her friends.
Yes.
And she thought it was odd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she didn't think nothing of it because he likes to do filmmaking. Back to what you said about how the mom was talking about how she was giving this man oral and telling her kids right after the fact.
Yes.
So they're thinking this is normal because one, they're on drugs.
Yeah.
And then apparently Russell started talking about how he really liked one of her friends. And then was talking about the body parts.
Yes. How Jared really liked one of the friends.
Yes. So she went and she told the friend, and the friend was like, "What the F is that? Like, what like, why is he saying that? But they were there thinking, oh, it's just that pervy uncle, because hey, we all have an uncle who's a little sick.
Well, it had become normal in their household.
Yeah.
And so once she said it outside of that, then she realized, oh, this is not normal. Here. There's something wrong with this picture.
Oh, they were having them bring little kids over for parties because they had the alcohol and they had the girls on drugs and all this stuff. But it was really just a mess, really.
It was. And Rochelle, are you done with that one?
No, but just this last part. But then apparently there was this time, I think in 2009 or 2015, 2015, he was actually arrested for child porn.
I think it was 2009.
It said 2009 or 2015. This Russell Taylor person was arrested for child porn, and apparently he had over 500 images of little kids. And the mother calls them and says, oh, Russell's been arrested. Calls her in school and says, oh, she asks her, oh, Mom, what has he been arrested for? I can't tell you. Just look it up.
Look it up on...
Obviously, you're high as hell. Because my thing is, if my spouse has been arrested for child porn, I'm not going to go tell my young teenage daughter to go look it up and see what he's done. I'm just going to say he's gone through something. We'll talk about it later. Please don't Google a damn thing. Please just go back to school. I wouldn't even call you during school. I'm not even going to bother you with that. I'm just going to say this man's been removed from our lives.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Rochelle.
So that was remember that was the lady who now has decided that she is going to be reporting him. Yeah. And she will be giving that up to the FBI. Which the FBI told her, what you did is illegal because you're supposed to have something, people are supposed to know that they're being recorded, which you did not do. So it's kind of like a crime. So that was kind of their way of pushing her to continue to make tapes. And I thought
what the FBI did was effed up.
I thought it was very effed up. Out for her own best interest.
And they were still recording him without them knowing.
But, however, they told her a protocol, like something that she can say in the beginning.
But it's not like Jerry knows, though.
To cover her tracks. But I don't think Jared knows, really.
He didn't know that she was recording.
Yeah.
And even I said all that stuff, if he was recording.
It was like they were pushing. That's why when she was doing that, I was thinking to myself, this is going to end
You're getting yourself in a hole that you will not be able to dig yourself out of.
And she finds that out until the very end, towards the very end.
She actually ended up being in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
She ended up having a horrible relationship with both her kids because she was never home. She would be sneaking off during these calls because they didn't want her kids to hear.
Yeah, well,
she would be dropping the tapes off all late. Like as soon as she gets off the phone, something at 2 a.m., 5 a.m., she has to leave immediately after she's got the tape and go to an FBI agent car and go drop it off. Yeah. So can you imagine, whenever this is going on, you just have to drop everything and go drive wherever the hell they want you to go drop off the tape.
Yeah, and it was weird because sometimes it's like she's going to drop it off, she has to walk towards their car, right?
Yeah.
And then sometimes they'll drive off and she's right there in the middle of the road.
At night. And you don't know if Jerry has been following her or stalked her and then she dies not too long after. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You just don't know.
Just put your life in jeopardy.
Yeah, I tell you.
What she did was heroic, but if it was me, I wouldn't. Even if he said that, I don't think I would be reporting anything. I feel like I might call the police.
Send a letter to the police.
I'll send a letter
or something,
anonymously.
Yeah.
But am I going to sit down here and stop my whole life? I'm going to put it in prayer. Because as far as I'm concerned, evil, what happens in the dark will always come to light. So with that faith, I'm going to go walk in that. But I got kids that I have to protect.
I know.
Because you're here listening to this man talking about having sex with boys and girls.
I know. And then in the end, really, it was...
It ruined her family.
They still needed more because they still needed now like a witness or a victim.
They even had to arrange, because she said, I can't do this anymore, I'm done. They said, well, let's set up a sting operation where he comes to see some children playing, and he's talking about how let's get the kids grooming, and then maybe we can see them and get them into some sexual situation.
So she decided to do a party
for her child.
Right?
And he said
he said he will come.
Yeah.
And so that was going to be the sting operation where they want to catch him, I guess, in the act.
But then
he will just come, then you show the intent that you came for this, right?
Yeah.
And
he says that he actually wanted pictures of her kids. He wanted to do with her children.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Yeah. Is that when he asked her?
Yeah, that was this episode.
This episode when he asked her, which one of your children do you think is the person that will be good for me or something? And she had to stop, like, what?
Yeah.
You know, and try to be calm in answering him. See, and my thing is, once you get on this road, even though you're trying to catch someone, but it's like you have to get into that evil.
Yeah.
It touches you, you don't go untouched.
Yeah.
Because you have to act in a believable way.
Yeah.
How this pervert is acting.
Yeah.
This monster is acting.
She had to act like
And so
she was
in that
really into
sense,
that.
Yes. In that sense, you know, you're dipping your foot in that depravity. And her daughter, is this when the daughter found
The daughter actually read the dirty diary.
Yeah, because she had written, you know, like she had a journal, the times and dates she was calling him.
And all the things she
and
was
what
saying.
was said. The daughter sees this, reads it, gets very upset, of course.
Ripped up the whole thing.
Like,
and she was changed forever.
Changed
She
forever,
read things
because
that
she's
the mom
like-
said she should have never ever heard, experienced,
Exactly.
known about.
because the daughter is like, how do I trust you? Are you really doing this? Like a child will never understand.
Because the mom was on the phone acting as if she was into being with kids.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
She
So I
will
would like to
never
do this and that.
understand. She will not understand.
No.
So,
It was just really a mess.
yeah,
it was, you know, for Rochelle, I feel like she should have never gotten into it.
involved, yeah.
But she said she would not change anything.
Yeah.
Right? But also for that other mother who was on these drugs and stuff, I feel like she was just a horrible, horrible person.
I think so.
Because we come to find out that she was actually doing some things to her daughter in the third part.
Wow.
So I feel like that mom, she was evil. Rochelle, I felt like she had no business really doing that. I mean, I do appreciate that she tried to, you know, do it. But at the end of the day, that man only got 15 years.
Well, that's the next episode.
Yeah, right. But it's Mary.
And
I invite y'all to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment down below. If you
Your
guys are
thoughts.
watching this, what do you think?
It's a 3-parter on Discovery Plus. Each episode is about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Just check it out. If you have been a victim of it, do not. I repeat, do not. I couldn't even sleep last night.